Hi guys, this is Nicole Shahale and welcome back to What Now podcast, where we keep infusing magic. Today, I have a special guest with us. He's called Griffin, and what I like about his story is that it's so inspiring, especially to young people who are dreaming of doing great things. With so much going on in our lives, at times we feel like we're confused and we're not sure what to do next and whatnot. So I hope this story today inspires you. Also, if you have not subscribed, this is the moment. Just go there, Apple, and subscribe to this channel because you have no idea. We have amazing things coming up, and I wouldn't want you to miss any of that. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, let's do this. Hey guys, so welcome back, and as promised, today I'm here with Griffins. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Griffin is my friend. We volunteer at the same organization, and he'll tell us more about himself. Today is your day to shine, so
thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Karibu.
Asante sana. Yes.
You can introduce yourself. Let our viewers know who you are, what you do,
Yeah. Okay. Hi guys. My name is Griffin Kipchumba. They call me Jack of all trades, so we'll deal with that one later on. But I'm glad to be here. Thank you, Shahale, for hosting me.
Karibu sana.
Yes.
Tell us what you do, at least to anzia hapo. Who are you? Tell us
So my name is Griffin. I am a nurse assistant. So basically what a nurse assistant does, we are the second-hand helpers of nurses, and we're part of the healthcare team. So as we make sure each patient receives maximum and the best care, I am there to be like an advocate for the resident. So apart from that, we help those residents who are not able to feed themselves, they're not able to, carry out elimination needs, with the transferring from the bed to the wheelchair. We're just there and helping them get the best maximum care.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
So, would tell us what is the elimination needs you just mentioned them? That's
direct translation. Elimination needs.
So, in short, you're saying you are the voice of the people. In loosely translated, it's like you're the voice of the people. You're there for the people.
Yes, sitaki kutumia ile niko kwa akili, but we're just there to basically provide care, 24/7. We're there with the patients in and out. We not only just do the hospitals, but also do home care. Those patients who feel like, I don't want to stay in the hospital, I want to be at home. So we are there to be like the eyes and the ears of the nurses and the doctors. So whatever happens, we have been equipped to help, and we know when to tell the nurse, we know when to tell the doctor this and this and that. And aside from that, there are normally positive outcomes. Somebody heals and recovers completely. Well, on the other side too, there are those that work with hospice care. Hospice care, it's kind of a palliative care. So they have less than 6 months to live. But again, we live in a world where we don't know what comes tomorrow.
True.
So anything can happen. There might be a miracle, but we're just there to give them and make them feel the support they need, mind and the body.
Wow.
Yes.
That sounds like a lot to take in, right?
Yes, it's a lot.
It's a lot. But you do enjoy what you do.
I would say that this is a calling, if I can say in perspective, because it's not just about showing up and doing it for the money. You have people you're interacting directly with. We're humans. We feel, we hear, we listen. So that's the part of humans that we connect. I get to hear your story, you get to hear my story, and somehow we'll find that connection point.
True.
So as much as of course we're doing work to get paid, but this is more than just the pay. You'd want to see your residents feeling better. You'd want to see them feeling happy, day in, day out. You're just there. Hey, how are you doing? It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you refer to them as residents? Why not patients? Or I don't know. Why are they called residents?
Okay, we can still call them patients.
Okay.
But basically, a resident is someone who resides somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you go to a facility, let's say a healthcare facility, you will reside there for a short period of time, for the time that you're there receiving medication or medical care.
It's a people with long-term illness.
So we have those who have chronic conditions. Chronic conditions, they will have them for their lives. Talk about disabilities, we have hepatitis, diabetes. So it's something that's for life. While at the same time, there are those who receive short-term, surgical procedures, outpatient care. So we'd still call them patients or residents, because they will slightly or shortly just reside at the at the healthcare facility.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know, that's beautiful. Okay, and so maybe you can tell us, did you realize you wanted to do this from a young age? How did the journey begin? Tell us your story, like take us through probably since you were young, and how you knew you wanted to help people, you knew you had this passion, you knew you wanted to do this. How did that come about?
Wow.
Anzia kutoka huko utotoni, then just give us what you feel comfortable.
I think this is the first time being asked that question.
Okay.
Okay, let me try to juggle my memory. So I was born and raised in Kenya,
Okay.
Specifically the Rift Valley.
The Rift Valley.
Yes. So from a young age, if I can remember clearly, I was more about service. In this case, whatever I do that makes you feel better, I feel better.
Okay.
So if it's just a simple compliment like, "Hey, Shahale, you look good today," I can see the facial expressions. I can see the smile and how your body just lights up. That makes me feel happy. So that's when I knew this is it. Like, finally, this is where I'm going to be. I didn't know specifically that I was going to be, in the medical field.
Okay.
Up until, like, let's say when I was about 7 years old. That was when I was like, I want to be in the medical field. I want to be a medic.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can say my childhood has really shaped who I am today, and all through primary school and high school, I think it has now taken time to magnify it well. And by the time I was out here, I knew that service is my thing, and medicine is my thing. Plus also sports. I think that's something
Okay,
that's something I should say also.
Yeah, that's we're gonna catch up on that later.
Yeah.
So unajua sports inakuanga ya mwisho anyway.
Yeah.
But you said something about having that thing in you. Is there someone around you is it someone who inspired you, or what did you look up to when you were a kid, and who were your role models that actually shaped the way your life is right now?
Well, I mean, thinking to put it in perspective, I would say I remember Ben Carson was my role model. Dr. Ben Carson was my role. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think the first time interacting with his story was in a film, not the book setup. So I could relate to his story. The childhood steps that I took, and somehow kind of merged with his, and I saw his outcome, and his finally being a neurosurgeon in the United States, and I was like, I can become better too. I can become good. I have gifted hands, because whatever I do, whatever I touch, it just blooms.
Whoa, guys. Yes. That is so beautiful.
Yeah. So I think he was the main role model me growing up, aside from different other people directly in my life impacting me, but he was the main person I would continuously look up to. If he was able to get through, why not I? Why not me?
Yeah,
yes,
true.
Exactly.
You're not limited.
I'm not limited. No human is limited.
No human is limited.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful story.
Yes.
And I love that at least you knew what you wanted as a kid, because most of the time, most people's dreams, by the time they're in primary or kindergarten to now when umemaliza form 4, there's a disconnect,
Yes.
and you want totally different things, or probably life just turns your life around and you find yourself doing something that you would not even want or you're not even passionate about.
Wow.
So I feel like, yeah, yours is a story that's worth telling, that yeah, you can have a dream when you're still a young child and grow into it and actually live it and be it.
Yes.
So that's one of the things I love about this. So probably you could tell us, you've said high school ulikuwa in Rift Valley or
Rift Valley also, yeah.
So what happened in high school? Like, how did high school shape your life right now? And probably if there's something you want to tell us about your life uko high school, were you those people funkies? What were you into? Yeah. Ama ulikuwa ni magalde mama, what what was your poison?
Okay, so if I can remember clearly, high school first, my high school that I went to, that was the place I wanted to be.
Where did you go to high school? I'm sorry.
I went to the Kapsabet High School.
Oh, okay, sawa.
Yes.
The president's
Exactly.
I mean,
the president's backyard.
Don't say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's part of the history that we were proud of. But nonetheless, I think that was a place I had marked. You know, I think in my dorm room I had a portion that I had written, the target is Kapsabet High School.
Wow.
By then they were shining. They were like the best of the best, and I was like, why not? I mean,
why not?
I loved how the Blazers, outfitted them, and I was like, I can also fit in one. I would look good. Yeah. So I finally was able to be there. It was an achievement for me, being able to go to a target dream school and me being there. So high school was not what I expected. You know, as I was transitioning, I was expecting, it's the rough idea that I had. You know, it's tough, it's difficult.
It is hard.
Education, the studies are so tough. But it was the opposite. I found it fun.
Okay.
It was a platform for me to grow, to know my dreams, to know the place I wanted to meet new people. Because by then my class was diverse from all over the country. Okay. So it was amazing. Plus, I think that was the place where I had the strongest mental health growth. Okay. I knew myself there. I discovered myself there. I discovered my strengths and my weaknesses, my opportunities, and I think above all was the greatest achievement was the experience for the 4 years.
For the 4 years,
exactly.
The experience was good.
Yes.
So how was it able to open up your mind? Like, how did you get to know? Through trial and error, or for the people who are listening probably, and your confusion in high school, it's always there. Today you're this. It's like you have multiple personalities and you're not even sure who you are or where to lean in. Yeah. So how do you steady yourself and know that, okay, despite everything that's going on around me, this is who I am, and this is what I want to pursue? And you could ground. How did you figure a point where that was that now?
So we are humans and we adapt to change. So first things first, it was a new environment. And then secondly, we were meeting new people. So you don't know how someone else is going to perceive you or how someone else is going to receive you.
Yeah.
So the first impression matters. So as I was stepping into this change, I met different experiences. That was the resistance, that was acceptance, that was the denial. And all of this, came just in one moment. And it was a bit confusing and it made the transition difficult. So my first year in Form 1 was difficult, changing. I'm growing myself, I'm an adolescent. I'm trying to discover what's happening to my body. And then secondly, you're trying to adapt to people. So it's a conflict of interest. And finally, what I settled in was that, everybody's different. And I am unique. My story is different, and my purpose here is different. I have a seed in me that I don't know how it's going to germinate, but however it is going to grow, I'm going to have the right moments in my life. And
you're going to nurture it.
Exactly.
And that's a good one.
Yes. So I just slowly made myself aware that people are going to have different perspectives of you. There are those who are going to like you. There are those who are going to have skeptical point of view. There are those who are going to be totally in denial of you. And it's okay, because that's their thought. That's their perspective of you.
True.
As
it
much
has
as
nothing to do with who you are.
As much as they have the thoughts and the feelings, that's not my responsibility.
Sure.
I have already what I have to deal with. So I think I just grounded myself in that, and that was it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And so basically in high school, I'm gonna take you, I don't know, but I'm gonna take you Kombele. You said
exactly.
you're an athlete.
Yes.
So my question is, how did you become a nurse assistant and an athlete, and your parts, why did you start nurturing all those things? Because mostly in high school, most people, I think I used to sing. I used to be in the CU Kwanza, then I joined the choir. Anyway, so how did you nurture your talents into growing into the person you are right now? Because you've just said you're a nurse assistant, and you're an athlete, and we're getting to know more about you. So tell us a bit about how you knew that Mimi, I'm giving Kipchumba a run for his money, like.
So these are the things that I would say people see in you, aside from you just reflecting upon yourself, the things that the world, the people are like your mirror. So I was good. I was fit when I was young, and I could run, I could move. And so someone saw it in me and was like, boy, you can run. And I was like, oh, I can run too. I mean, it's in me. And all through primary school, I think that was the place that really gave me a chance to shine. I think my first prize was a alumina plate in sports day in primary school.
You have it somewhere.
I just have it like position 3. Yeah, so I actually won the relay and the 1500 meters flat. And I think that was the stepping stone. That was the next stepping stone. In high school, I ventured into it, but I was like, aside from running, I'm good at running, but I'm in a place. This was me giving me excuses. I was shy. And I was like, let me play something that will involve me running. So I did basketball, but at the same time, running was still just pulling me back slowly. So finally, when I was done with high school, I think the first thing I did after KCSE was just get myself a shoe, tracksuit, and be out there, start running. So it was something that I knew I had it, but I was just waiting for the right moment. I was more of deal with the books, have your books ready, and still do that thing, because we're not only just doing about the curriculum, the main thing, mix it with something, be an all-rounded kind of person. So that was when. Wait,
how did you just become all this?
I think it's
how did you know how to maneuver around this? Because umesema you knew it was the right moment. How did you know this is the right time to do this?
They say you know when you know. Utajua wakati ukijua.
You will know when you know.
Exactly.
Okay.
So all this time.
But are there signs, or like, do you like receive a sign like, now this is the moment? Ama it's an intuition kind of thing?
I would say episodes and moments. So there's this moment that will give you a chance to shine.
Oh yeah, true.
Completely shine. Just let your light be out. And when you're now self-reflecting, you're like, these are my strengths, these are my abilities, this is my talent, I can do this. I mean, I was given the chance to adjust at a small kind of magnitude, but I was able to succeed. What if given a new chance?
True.
Despite the challenges and the ups and the downs, you can still have a chance to be at the top. And that was the thing that I took myself into the same thought process. I was like,
this is it for me. It's the time. I gotta do this.
I have to do this.
So you ran how many kilometers? I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about that, but now what's your specialty?
So I am a long distance runner, of course, by the
Wait.
Yeah.
So here to E10 is no problem to do
That's just
nothing.
like warm up.
Okay.
Yeah. So with running, it's okay. Let me say athletics. It's a different dynamic. So we have long distance runners and we have short distance runners. You would say them they have the mass because they need the force to just once. It's short.
Those are short distance runners.
Exactly. You just need to burn energy immediately. But for long distance runners, you have to buy time. The body is generating lactic acid. The lactic acid is making you tired.
Okay.
So the more it is in your body, the tired you are, the more tired you are. So we're just limiting the chance for the body, or prolonging the chance for the body to produce this thing, so that as you run like 10 kilometers, you're enjoying the first 5. You just this is it.
Oh.
And then when you're approaching 5 to 10, that's now the fight. Or 8 to 10, that's now where you fight. You have to make your position known, fight your place and push. Let the game feel that you're there.
Wow.
Move with your with your own game plan and now dominate with it to the end. So for me, I'm doing 5,000 meters, both cross country and in the track, and also 3,000 meters. I can say steeplechase or the flat. So I do both. Yes.
Wow, guys, don't sleep on your talents. You see what we have here. Okay, that is truly amazing. So your journey started in high school, and throughout hadi saizi you're still running and on your books. And what else now do you do